Hello, good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining me today on Read the Tarot. This is my card of the day reading, and my card of the day actually is more than one card, as many cards of the day readings are. This is actually 3 oracle cards read from the guidebook, along with the free 4-card tarot reading. And I am going to begin today with the Oracle of the Fairies. This is by Karen Kay. Artwork by Ginger Kelly. Hello, Risha. How are you? And let's see what our fairy message is for the day. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, actually, I need to do one little thing before I start. I'll just shuffle while I get this set up. But I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. And I'm here on the East Coast of the United States. It is 10:08 a.m. Not sure what time it is on your neck of the woods. Okay, there we go. Hello, Kwam. How are you? Good morning. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? What message from the fairies do you have for us today? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? What message do you have from the fairies oracle today? And right here, and our message is believe in magic. Believe in magic. And I will read that message to us. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. When the fairy of the northern lights appears, she comes to tell you to open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you. The aurora borealis is pure magic, and seeing the colorful ribbons of light dancing in the sky is on many a wish list. I just have to stop for a minute because the theme, let me move this. The theme that I picked today for my background is very much in line with the aurora borealis. I mean, look at this. Wow. You would think that I've picked this card in the background to go with the card. Let me do one thing real quick. I want this picture to focus. There we go. Oh no. I don't know if I lost the focus. Oh no, there we go. Okay. I just think the aesthetic of this card and my backdrop theme is like point perfect. Okay, so let me start over. When the fairy of the northern lights appears, she comes to tell you to open your eyes and see the magic that is all around you. The aurora borealis is pure magic, and seeing the colorful ribbons of light dancing in the sky is on many a wish list. Perhaps you, too, have felt drawn to see this phenomenon in real life. If so, this card is confirmation that it's time to start making those plans. Or maybe another faraway location is calling to you. When nature beckons you, your spirit knows the way to go. The message may not be so literal, however. Instead, this magical fairy could be flying in to remind you to open your eyes and heart to the magic and wonder of the natural world, so much of which we take for granted. The fairy of the northern lights says, when you're taking a walk, stop, look up, look down, and see the magic that's all around. Because sometimes we need a gentle reminder to stop and smell the roses and revel in the magic of nature. Perhaps you're being called to inspire someone else to see the world through the new eyes of wonderment. Children see magic all around them. It's natural to them. If you feel stuck in a rut, Tune into your inner child and learn to see the world through the eyes of a youngster once again. And that is just beautiful. So now I'm going to go to the mermaid. Well, it's messages from the mermaid oracle deck. And this is also by Karen Kay, but with a different illustrator. The artwork from this deck is by Linda Olson. But beautiful. Be open to magic. Open your eyes to magic. And let me actually show a little bit more of this card before I take it down. So beautiful. So we have those lights, the fairy lights, and then her outfit, her staff, which is glowing with new light. Believe in magic. Beautiful. And now we are on messages from the mermaids. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the mermaids today? What message do you have from the mermaids today? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the mermaids? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the mermaids? What message do you have from the mermaids? Thank you, Spirit. And right here, and our message is breaking free. Breaking free. And this is our mermaid of the day. Breaking free. Look honestly at your situation. Are you becoming entangled without realizing it? You have the power to break free from a disempowering situation. Say no. Are you out of your depth? Perhaps you've become entangled in a difficult situation and feel there's no way out. Know there's a way to break free from any situation. All it takes is a positive mindset with a sprinkling of hope. You could be entangled in work or relationship commitments. This mermaid wants you to know it's okay to say no sometimes. Always tune in before agreeing to anything. Make sure it's the right thing for you and don't feel pressurized to do anything you instinctively know isn't right for you. Otherwise, you can become entangled in situations not of your choosing. This message also says it's the right time to break free from any psychic cords that are restricting you spiritually or physically. You can do this by asking Archangel Michael to come in and gently remove any cords, then calling on Archangel Raphael to fill those places with gentle healing light. When we cut cords, we're not removing the person or circumstances that put them there. We're simply breaking free from any cords or entanglements that aren't serving our highest good. By doing this, we're creating a clean, spiritual slate with which we can begin new, healthier, and mutually beneficial connections. Someone around you might be entangled in a situation and need your intervention. Only help them if it feels safe to do so. Your involvement might be to inform a professional organization that can assist. You might be just the person to set the wheels in motion. Very strong message today. And it also goes in line with the messages on my Fractal Flowers channel from today, where I also do a free 4-card tarot reading. And in that tarot card reading, we had the 8 of Cups as the situation. It was all about moving on from those things that no longer serve us. And a lot of it did have to do with relationships. So very interesting. Spirit continues to bring through very parallel messages on both fractal flowers and read the tarot. Now we are moving to our Goddess Power Oracle deck. This is by Colette Baron Reed. I will pull the card face up towards me. So if the card is face up the way I draw it, it will be an empowerment message. If it's reversed, it will be alignment. But I will show the card to you on the screen face up, just so you can see the beauty of the goddess. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today from the Goddess Oracle deck? What message do you have for us today from the Goddess Oracle deck? So far we're seeing this breaking free from psychic cords and keeping in line with our boundaries, but also at the same time keeping alive the magic of life and connecting to nature again. So it could even be Spirit wants you to know that if you have become burdened, if you're in a toxic situation, to actually get out in nature and let that beauty of nature and just the wonder of life inspire you again. I would recommend that you watch the Fractal Flowers reading for today too, because that's very much in line with a lot of this. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the goddesses? What message do you have from the goddesses today? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the goddesses today? Okay, and we have, it is an empowerment message. Oh, and it is liberation. Check this out. So we just had breaking free, and now we have liberation. And this is Kali. Check out her crown. So definitely a theme here. Breaking free and liberation. You're being invited by the Hindu goddess of liberation and revolution, Kali, to address the aspects in your own shadow nature that have held you hostage to old ideas that no longer serve who you want to become. You can no longer define yourself by your victim story and expect to succeed in your life. There is a beauty in liberation that is deep, fierce, and courageous. It rises up from the willingness to break the chains of the past in order to transform into something new. You may be afraid to set boundaries with others, but the goddess Kali has come to lend you her daggers, for you must cut ties with the familiar ideas about life that have determined your place in the world up until now. Have you been holding back on shining in the world because you are afraid of the reprisal or judgment of others? This helps no one. You must step into life authentic and glowing. Refuse to allow the potential judgment of others to affect you. Every day, claim your power to liberate yourself from caring what others think. When you are asking for the wisdom to live and contribute, to do no harm, and to serve for the highest good of all, none of this matters, even if you must tear down what has been built. Kali will help you whenever you need to be courageous, even when you are most afraid. Be fierce and be loving and be willing to learn. Life will respond in miraculous ways. Wow. Well, excuse me. Spirit is definitely on a theme here. Breaking free, liberation. The Fractal Flowers reading today was all about moving on. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So now I'm going to be using the Ethereal Visions tarot deck. Not sure if you can see this. I love this deck. It has gold foil. So it's illuminated, like that's the gold foil. And we will see if Spirit is going to continue this message. I am going to give these cards a thorough shuffle and charge them. And this message is not time sensitive. So if you're watching this video today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 10 years from now, this message will resonate with you. That is the intention that I set with Spirit for all of my readings. This reading will be situation, solution, advice, and outcome. So you may focus on your situation and Spirit is going to address it with a solution and then advice. And the advice tends to be Spirit's message to you of how you can implement the solution that comes through. Oh, awesome, Chandra. You're so wise. We're actually on our solar plexus chakra cleanse right here. Actually, I'm sorry, we're on our sacral chakra cleanse. No. We are on our 528 hertz solar plexus chakra cleanse. Here we go. It changed right when I was looking at it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? Situation, solution, advice, and outcome. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? Situation, solution, advice, and outcome. Situation, solution, advice, and outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have? Situation, solution, advice, and outcome. Right here. And our situation card is the King of Wands. Again, go back to fractal flowers today and you're going to see the King of Wands. Interesting. Actually, maybe it was King of Pentacles. Maybe it wasn't King of Wands, if I think about it. Okay, so the King of Wands is very creative, inspiring, forceful, charismatic, bold. He's in control of the environment. He also can be a little bit theatrical, okay? But this is the energy that you have to live your authentic life, to stand up and be different. That you don't just follow the herd, you don't just follow the crowd. You know how to live your true authentic life. Now, this is very much in line with what we just saw in the Goddess deck, which it said when you're living your authentic life, when you are being true to yourself and being true to Spirit, what does it matter what other people think? So this is what we're seeing with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a powerful natural leader, instills confidence in others because the King has this confidence in him or herself, magnetically attracts others. People want to be like the King of Wands. And the King of Wands does not care what other people think about them. So the situation, Spirit is keeping this theme going. Liberation, breaking free from the judgment of others, being true to who you are. So this this situation, whatever it is that you're dealing with, Spirit wants you to know that you don't have to live your life according to other people's standards, to what other people believe. You're here to walk your path and do whatever it takes to command that power in your and belief in yourself to live your true path, to walk your true path. So this is our situation. I would say the situation might be the reverse of that for people who are being put in bondage, people who are letting other people dictate what they do, what they think, how they feel, and therefore they're not living up to their true potential. They're not walking in the fullness of their destiny because they're living their lives in fear of what other people will think or say or do. Okay, so solution from Spirit to this is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. Definitely on a theme here. Okay. Let me show this card. The Six of Wands. I want to get a good look at that horse. Here's our Six of Wands. And again, this is our solution card, okay? So Spirit is already talking about these characteristics and breaking free and the liberation and being powerful and not living our lives according to what other people are either judging us for or trying to dictate. Our solution here is the Six of Wands. Our solution is triumphing, being vindicated, having your day in the sun, achieving success, its reward, it's feeling pride, having a wonderful, healthy self-esteem. So Spirit is big time here saying, you know, it is time to stop letting other people put you down. And if you have this high, healthy opinion of yourself, it's okay. It's okay, you know. Because you're doing good things. And Spirit is saying that when you become that King of Wands, when you're walking in that fullness of that energy, when you're confident in yourself, other people are going to respect you. They're not going to respect you, though, unless you cut off this toxic negativity, where some people even have like the sense that they have to be like a lowly worm through life, that they have to be humble, and that's like a the way to be spiritual. But Spirit is saying no, it's time to put away those notions and to really, you know, walk in boldness, walk in pride, walk in confidence, walk in strength, walk in power, and walk in victory. And now our advice to do this is the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Our advice card comes in these types of readings that I'm doing, the 4-card rings, to give insight into how you can access the solution that Spirit is saying. So Spirit is saying that the Spirit is saying that it's time for us to start walking in our power. And the solution is to embrace the acclaim of others, to actually, you know, if you feel a little bit elevated, it's okay. And I mean, not to lord yourself over others, but to have this healthy self esteem that you are thinking highly of yourself and you're not letting other people knock you down, to put it that way. Not that you're lording yourself over others, but you are on a higher plane, that you're not letting other people knock you down. And you have that self confidence that I am doing the right thing. This is my truth. This is where I'm standing. Yes, I could be elevated above you right now. You aren't going to take me down to your level. And our advice card here, how do we access this, the belief, this attitude, okay, is in the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess, let me make sure that you can see this well. And do you see, oh, it tilted. Do you see the illuminated gold foil on it? I just love these cards. They're just absolutely so beautiful. So the High Priestess is talking about getting in touch with your intuition, getting in touch with your unconscious, your subconscious, listening to your inner voice. But it's also a strong connecting with spirit. And it's also withdrawing from things. Like the high priestess is also non-active and waits patiently. So when other people are trying to tear you down, and this is when it's not time to act. It's time to be still, and it's time to look within. It's time to really trust yourself and trust your inner voice and really listen to spirit and just kind of allow yourself to grow into this position of the King of Wands. You're going to just slowly grow, because that's what happens when you walk your authentic path and keep studying and keep learning and keep, spending that time with spirit. You're just naturally going to grow. And the high priestess is opening up your eyes to that inner potential that you have, where you start to see these visions of your own destiny, your own strength, your own power, what your own purpose is. So it's very internal. But again, that is our advice card. Okay, so the high priestess, you're really just tapping into also like acknowledging your shadow self, right? The mystery areas that's been in this reading today. To really examine yourself, to go within, and to just see your own full potential and grow it. Don't deny yourself, your authentic true path, because other people are putting you down and don't want to be part of it. Okay, now we have our outcome, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. And if other people don't want to be a part of your growth, if other people are going to behave in a dishonest and distrusting fashion, if they're going to continue to try and harm you and bring this negative toxic energy into your life, you do have to cut them off. You have to walk away from them. And in many senses, the 7 of Swords just seems a little negative, right? Because it's like self-centered. It's people are focusing on their own self-interest. But for this reading, Spirit is actually saying that it is time to actually focus on yourself, be patient, go within, and if other people don't like it, it's just too bad on them. The other thing, I wanted to pull in one additional card, which I really do like here, and it is this deck has 2 additional major arcana cards, and this is the Artist. And I want to see where I have a little bag here. And I put it in here. Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to read the Artist from the guidebook only because there's 2 additional cards in here, 2 additional tarot cards, the Artist and the Well. And I'm not sure I'm going to get the Artist correctly, so I'm going to read it from the book. The Artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies mankind and shows when you need to open to knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. Wow. This whole entire reading today was really all about developing ourselves and just cutting off all these toxic people and allowing ourselves to achieve to greatness. Very interesting, because I usually don't get readings which are kind of like me. You know, like, you're great, you're awesome, you're worthy. But this is like what Spirit is saying to all of us today. And maybe there's some people in your life who are really tearing you down. And maybe they're, excuse me, being verbally abusive to you. Maybe there's something that's extremely toxic happening right now in your life and you're internalizing it. But Spirit is clearly saying, this is a time to be uplifted. This is a time to be elevated. And this is a time to realize, to put that focus and energy and belief in yourself, and to know that you really are walking a higher spiritual plane than some of these other people. And that doesn't make you egotistical. That doesn't make you self-centered. It means that you're doing what you're supposed to do. And if other people can't support you, can't be up there with you, then you got to cut those cords, you know? So let's look at this again. We had the King of Wands, our situation. So we're really just tapping into this where, there you go, King of Wands. Six of Wands, of getting that reward, that pride, that acclaim of other people, really just kind of realizing that you're onto something here. You know, the advice is the High Priestess. Continue to focus on Spirit, to continue to go within. You know, it's your life and you have to live it, and you can't live in fear of other people. And you know, there are plenty of people who I think miss their destinies because they feel like maybe they have this great gift, maybe they have this great talent, and other people want to tear them down. And then they think, you know, well, it's egotistical for me to continue to be, quote unquote, you know, excellent in this area, or maybe better than everybody else. And there's a lot of people who don't want other people to succeed. There are other people who are so full of jealousy and envy that they will do anything to try and stop you from achieving your dreams and achieving your goals and living your life according to the way, you know, Spirit has destined for you to walk in your destiny and your purpose. And there is a lot in here about cutting cords, breaking free, liberation, not thinking and worrying about what other people are saying, how they're judging you. If you know that you are on the right path, you know you are doing right, that's what you have to do. That's the only thing that matters. And Spirit's going to lift you up. Spirit's going to give you the reward. And if other people are not supporting you or promoting you or respecting you or honoring you or just appreciating you, what can you do but cut those cords, right? I love this. The artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies mankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. And how many times are those distractions just coming from other people? You know, it could be other people who just don't want you to achieve what you're supposed to achieve. And how do we handle those situations? Do we internalize it and make that the victim story that we believe about ourselves? Or do we step into that role of the King of Wands and just say, you know what? I'm not going to let you do this. You know, I have to set the boundaries. I have to set the rules. And no, it's not going to happen. You're not going to stop my destiny. You're not going to stop my greatness. I'm on a mission to be great. If you don't want to be great, that's fine. That's on you. Your judgment means nothing to me. I'm going to be great and do great things. I'm going to help people I'm going to walk in love. I'm going to be a person of love, mercy, grace, and compassion. I'm not going to harm others. I'm going to walk this path in my highest will, co-creating with spirit. And if you have a problem with that, that's on you. So, hasta la vista. So thank you for joining me today for our card of the day and our tarot reading. And that was very intense and very in-depth and pretty mind-blowing in my opinion. So this is a heart chakra cleanse. Beautiful. And we are at 639 hertz. Oh, God bless you, Kimon. So I do hope that blessed some of you. Oh, Miss Main, you donated. Miss Main, I'm gonna end this stream and come back with my my tarot stream. This is the card of the day stream. So do you want me to refund you, or do you want me to put you on the list for the first reading? Well, let me end this one, and then I will start the new one. Okay, Miss Main? If I don't see you there, I'll just send you a refund. But I should be there. I mean, I should see you there. Okay, thank you, everybody, and I'll see you in about 15 minutes.